Hey there, science fans, welcome back to another exciting journey into the world of science. Have you ever looked closely at your fingertips? I mean really closely? Take a moment to do it now. You'll see these intricate patterns of ridges and valleys. They might look like tiny mazes or even miniature landscapes. These, my friends, are your fingerprints. Aren't they fascinating? Every single person on this planet, from astronauts to zookeepers, has a unique set of fingerprints. It's like having a personal signature that no one else can replicate. That's right, no two fingerprints are exactly alike. Not even close. Even identical twins who share the same DNA have different fingerprints. Isn't that mind-blowing? These tiny patterns are more than just cool designs. They serve a crucial purpose. They're like our own personal ID cards, a natural barcode that sets us apart from everyone else. Imagine carrying your ID with you everywhere without even thinking about it. And you know what's really cool? These patterns are formed before you're even born. They stay with us our whole lives, changing very little over time. From the moment you're born until the day you leave this world, your fingerprints remain uniquely yours. So let's dive into the fascinating world of fingerprints and uncover the science behind these tiny wonders. Get ready to be amazed by the secrets hidden in the tips of your fingers. Okay, so we know fingerprints are unique, but what makes them that way? Let's dive deeper into the fascinating world of these tiny ridges. It's all about the patterns. These intricate designs are formed even before you're born. You see, fingerprints are made up of these raised lines called ridges. These ridges develop in the womb and are influenced by a variety of factors, including genetics and the environment. And the way these ridges flow and swirl creates different patterns. No two people, not even identical twins, have the same fingerprints. We call these patterns loops, whorls, and arches. Each of these patterns has its own unique characteristics. A loop looks kind of like a lasso, looping around and exiting on the same side it entered. Loops are the most common fingerprint pattern. A whorl, on the other hand, forms a circular or spiral pattern, like a tiny whirlpool. Whorls are more complex and less common than loops. And an arch? Well, it rises smoothly like a gentle hill. Arches are the rarest of the three main patterns. The combination of these patterns on all 10 fingers is what makes your fingerprints totally unique. Each finger can have a different pattern, adding to the complexity. It's like nature's own way of giving you a one-of-a-kind signature. So next time you look at your fingertips, remember, you're looking at a masterpiece of nature's tiny artwork. The use of fingerprints for identification isn't new, not by a long shot. Our ancestors were onto something big. Way back in ancient Babylon and China, fingerprints were pressed into clay tablets to seal important documents. Talk about leaving your mark. But it wasn't until the late 19th century that fingerprints really took center stage in the world of identification. Scientists like Sir Francis Galton studied fingerprints and proved their uniqueness. This discovery revolutionized criminal investigations. Suddenly, police could link suspects to crime scenes with incredible accuracy using these tiny clues left behind. Fingerprints became a game changer in the pursuit of justice. Now for the real science. Let's dive into the fascinating world of fingerprints. You might be wondering, how do these unique patterns even form in the first place? What makes each fingerprint so distinct? Well, it all happens way back when we're just tiny tots developing in our mom's tummies. It's an incredible journey that starts early in pregnancy. Around the 10th week of pregnancy, a layer of skin on our fingertips starts to grow really fast. This rapid growth is crucial for the formation of our unique fingerprints. This layer, called the basal layer, buckles and folds under the pressure, creating those ridges we see as fingerprints. It's like a tiny landscape forming on our fingertips. The exact way these ridges form is influenced by all sorts of things: the environment in the womb, our genes, even the amniotic fluid we're swimming in. These factors combine to create a unique pattern for each individual. It's a complex dance of biology that makes each fingerprint one of a kind. No two people, not even identical twins, have the same fingerprints. And here's the really amazing part. Once our fingerprints form, they stay pretty much the same for life. From childhood to adulthood, our fingerprints remain a constant identifier. Sure, we might get a few cuts or scrapes along the way, but those ridges are tough. They have an incredible ability to heal and regenerate. They usually heal back in their original pattern. How cool is that? It's like our body's way of preserving our unique identity, no matter what happens.